Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another quarterly update, quarter two of 2016. And we've got a lot to talk about. First, I want to start by apologizing for the inactivity on the channel for the last month, as well as inactivity on Twitter. I know that it's been kind of slow, and there's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain it to you. For most of you that do follow me on Twitter, you do know, or you're a little bit more in the loop of what's been going on. For those of you that don't, I recently just actually made a really big transition in my life. I moved from Japan, which is where I was previously living for the last 3 years, to New York in the United States. So pretty big, it was a pretty big movement. There was a lot going on there, a lot of paperwork. I had to get a license, I had to get a car, I had to get an apartment to live in, I had to get internet. Furniture, because I couldn't, a lot of my furniture was just too large to ship or too expensive to ship, so I had to buy a lot of furniture when I first got here. I got rid of a lot of my computer stuff over there because it just wasn't practical for me to ship it. A lot of my monitors and such, I had to buy new monitors. There was a lot of things I had to do. And then when I got back here, or I came here to New York, as you can see behind me, I've got some acoustic foam hanging up. The apartment has all hardwood floors and very big open ceilings and walls, and I don't really have anything hanging up. I don't have curtains or anything, or there's nothing hanging up, and so the actual acoustics of the room weren't even proper for me to start recording. Once I finally actually got everything set up, I had to go on Amazon and order acoustic foam and wait a week for that to come in and hang it up, just so I could actually get a decent recording out with my voice. Because when I first tried to record, after a month of getting everything set up, the reverb was so bad in the room that I couldn't even record. You probably hear that squeaky toy in the background. That's my dog as well. I got a dog when I came out here, so that's also taken up a lot of my time. And she's off in the living room right now. She's chewing on a squeaky toy, and you'll probably hear it. And nothing I can do about it. It keeps her busy, and it keeps her off my back. So yeah, that's why the last month has been so slow, and I really do apologize that there hasn't really been any new content. The videos have been coming out rather slow. I think I've been doing a video once every 2 days or so. It's been really just very sporadic and very complicated. I got a new job as well, which has just taken up a lot of time. It's just been a big mess, and I do really apologize for that. But I want to make sure you guys do understand the channel isn't slowing down anymore. It's not dying. I'm not giving up or quitting. We're still moving forward with all the plans I have set for the future. And some of those plans are you can expect an increase in video uploads from here on out after I upload this video. I want to upload more videos more often. So I can get series moving a lot quicker, and I can get brand new games and brand new content out there as fast as possible, so you guys can enjoy it on a quicker basis. Because one episode a day, what I was originally doing, is just not going to cut it anymore for what I want for the channel. And so now I've got to kick it up a notch. I'm not really sure yet what I can take. I've got to test the waters a little bit, so you got to give me some time to kind of transition into it, because I really don't know what my schedule is going to be looking like over the course of the next 2 months, 3 months, and so on. So once I test the waters a bit and I get a really good feel for how I can manage those uploads, I'm going to kind of set a standard, and that's going to be the standard. But I promise you, I'm going to push for way more than 1 video a day. I want to do 2, maybe even 3 videos, and I want to do more videos on the weekends. Just because I have more time. It's going to require a lot more recording, a lot more editing, a lot more uploading. I don't really have the internet for it right now. I'm in the process of trying to upgrade my internet package. It's been a big mess, but I do have enough internet that I could probably push out a couple videos, 2 or 3 videos a day, as well as the next thing I'm going to talk about is streaming. I'm going to do a lot more streaming. I'm not really sure. I don't have a set schedule yet. It's going to be very random. I was streaming, for some of you that know and were joining me. I was streaming a little bit in Japan near the end there before I moved, because I upgraded my internet and I had the upload speed to actually do it. Funny enough, I don't have the upload speed. Well, I kind of have the upload speed here, but it's so random throughout the day. I've got Time Warner Cable. It's the only person in my area. I kind of live in the middle of nowhere, and they actually throttle my internet during daytime, and it seems to be a little quicker at night, but it's not really all that quick. But during daytime, they definitely throttle my internet, and I can see the difference. So I've got to mess with it a bit and see what I can do about that. But any tips are appreciated if you guys know anything to kind of help boost that, but I don't know if there's really much I can do. However, Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a lot more streaming. That's something I want to get into, and maybe later down the road I'll get a set schedule for that as well. On top of that, third thing I want to do is I want to do more community events. I talked about it briefly, I think, in the 1,000 subscriber special. I talked about doing community events, so I'd like to actually start organizing some events that we can all get together and play certain games together. Maybe play Stellaris on multiplayer, play some RTSs on multiplayer, just all sorts of games together. I'll go ahead and stream it whilst we play, and then I'll just have anybody that wants to jump in. So I'll start kind of setting those up, and I'll announce. I'll probably be announcing on my Twitter when those are actually going to come down. I really don't have any other way to set those up. So I'll figure something out that's a little more clean. Maybe I do own a website domain, but I don't have a website. But I do own a domain for one, so maybe I'll actually go ahead and set up a website, and it'll be a nice place for you guys to go and actually see a calendar for when those events are going to take place. On top of that, during the 1,000 subscriber special, I did mention a brand new channel trailer and a list of games that we planned on playing on the channel. My dog is barking right now. A list of games I wanted to play on the channel, and that's something that I'm going to try to get out there. I know I'm kind of slacked on that. I was supposed to have that out last month, but just with the move and the transition and everything, it's very difficult for me to do that. I just didn't have the time at all to work on that. It is pretty much ready to go and set up, but it's not fully. There's still some tweaking I've got to do to it. I've got a big list, like huge list of things I got to do for the channel trailer, just moving some clips around and stuff to make it a little nicer, a little cleaner. But I'll get that out as soon as possible so you guys can check that out and see what it's all about. And so that's really it. That's all I have to talk about right now. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think I'm missing anything. As soon as I'm done recording, I'll probably remember something and be like, ah, crap. And I'll just have to catch it on the next one. But again, thank you guys so much for being patient and understanding and very supportive, extremely supportive the last month, especially when I had the reverb problem with the echoes in the room. On Twitter, a lot of you guys shot me some really great advice for what I could do, and that's how I came with the acoustic foam and doing acoustic treatment for the room and whatnot. I added a couple more soft things in the room to kind of absorb some of the sound, so it wasn't messing up any of the recording. But yeah, so that is it. Thank you again so much. Really sorry that there's been a lot of inactivity. Don't worry, we're going to pick it up. We're going full speed ahead. Things aren't stopping. Things aren't slowing down now. Things are only going to move forward at a lot quicker pace, and we're going to see where the channel takes us for the rest of this year. But thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you at the next quarterly update.